Hello everyone, welcome to Caption Media, where I'll be giving a non-spoiler review of the recently released movie, The Super Mario Bros. To begin with, let's look at the box office figures. The movie adaptation of the popular Nintendo game is predicted to gross at least $128 million in its American opening weekend, if not considerably more. Why has Super Mario Bros. Been so popular? Super Mario Bros. Core experience's unity and simplicity are responsible for its success. At this period, practically all games revolved around completing objectives in a limited amount of time in order to get points, for example like Space Invaders or Pac-Man. The second movie, based on the wildly popular video game, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, is as disappointing as the first. The Last of Us and Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves demonstrate that video game adaptations don't always have to be horrible. The Angry Birds movie itself wasn't all that horrible. Making it appear as though the game was inspired by the movie rather than the other way around is typically the trick. But this hotly anticipated new animated film is dull and inspired in every way. It's a letdown to rival the live-action adaptation from 1993. It's utterly inert in terms of narrative, with a perplexing lack of truly funny lines. The bland visual style reminded me of European knockoff animations. Of course, it is based on the worldwide phenomenon of video games, which was created in the 1980s by Kyoto-based game companies. In the New York sewers, they find themselves transported into an unimaginable Oz-like alternate reality where Mario must valiantly save Princess Peach, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, from the wicked fire-breathing turtle Bowser, played by Jack Black, who has kidnapped Luigi and wants to wed Peach Donkey Kong, played by Seth Rogen, and the army of Kongs must be enlisted by the Princess of Mario. Once the brothers have left planet Earth, the game dimension has to be repeatedly, laboriously and tediously crowbarred into the story itself. At first, there are some zany and inventive panning right 2D obstacle sequences, pastiching the gameplay action as if by accident. And strangely, given that screenwriter Matthew Fogel worked on the Lego Movie 2, unlike the brilliant Lego movies, there is a fierce intent on not being satirical, hilarious or self-referential about any of this. It may be said that the only exception is when Bowser is spotted methodically playing power ballads on his piano. The game might even be preferred by die-hard Super Mario fans. The heartbreaking grief and self-discovery of the flippant literalist adherence of movie narrative to the abstractions of video games cannot be compared to a night at the track with real-life loved ones and Mario in his own medium. The Super Mario Bros. Movie makes extensive use of nostalgia as well as the sheer delight of its pretty odd and colourful world. The writing and acting is inconsistent though, and the story comes across as hurried and light. Even so, it succeeds in being a terrific family adventure and a good location to start a business. The stunning graphics wonderfully evoke the scale and grandeur of extravagant video game levels. The jokes are also not at all horrendous. Nevertheless, after the movie is over, the entire spectacle seems safe and empty, IP management at its most meticulous and uninteresting. The Nintendo movie is just another compassionless attempt to sell us products that don't bother to hide their creativity-starved greed, despite intricate worlds like the Mushroom Kingdom or the Jungle Kingdom. However, it does provide an overdose of memories that will make you smile the entire time. As Bowser, Jack Black steals every moment of the film that he's in. Overall, it's a brief, straightforward and upbeat film that acts as a love letter to the Mario universe. The attention to detail is impeccable, but the attitude is off. Instead of the straightforward charm that has served the character so well since his introduction, the attitude is snarky and fatuous, heavily reliant on winking humour and trite, hackneyed irony. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is utterly devoid of cunning, thanks to its suffocating adoration for its inspiration. It doesn't really feel like a movie, therefore it doesn't really feel fair to judge it as one. It has the sense of a lengthy Nintendo advertisement. It's a film that purposely avoids being imaginative or ambitious. It's one that is as shallow as a trailer. Mario and Luigi ought to be treated better. With the exception of brief flashes of strange vibrancy whenever the movie veers into action outside of the games, Everything is depressingly formulaic. The artistic merit is sufficient to hold both children and adults' attention, though. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is ultimately about family at its 8-bit core. I strongly suggest you watch it. Those who have seen this movie, The Super Mario Bros., are welcome to comment. Please keep checking Caption Media's channel for more non-spoiler movie reviews. I'm heading off now. I'll see you really soon. Have a fantastic one.